Time to start the show. 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 Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up?
Just a couple of thoughts with just a couple of thoughts. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been
I
dying to
love
tell that
it.
joke.
Yeah.
Ever since we thought of the name of the podcast, I'm like, oh, I want to be a thought.
Oh, right. You didn't say it in the last one. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do it every episode
Okay.
now.
Yeah. No, that's
Just a couple of thoughts.
That sounds great. That
I
sounds
really
awesome.
wanted to put, when we did the podcast art, I really wanted to put like parentheses around the UGH
Yeah.
in thoughts, so we
Yeah.
could just be a couple of THOTs.
Hoeing it up.
Yeah, I've never been a hoe, so I don't.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice
Really?
to
You haven't?
try it out.
You haven't just thrown that dick around? I bet you have.
Well, in order for me to do that, it has to be in high demand. You know.
Well, I don't know.
Men are.
It's not necessarily
I'm a
true.
hunter. I'm
Okay.
a predator.
Yeah. All right. Everything you're saying is bad.
Oh.
Everything you're saying is very bad.
Yeah.
Think about it. Not good.
I am a hunter gatherer.
Yes,
I
you're getting
gather.
berries. You're fucking getting. You're not killing
get
shit. You're getting the
berries.
berries,
Yep. And
but still
and I
necessary.
hunt.
But you're
What?
still necessary. Oh, and you think you're the berries and hunting? You're doing
Yeah,
both.
I'm a hunter / gatherer. I do whatever.
Oh,
See,
okay.
most people do one or the other. I do whatever is needed.
Wow.
You need
All
me to
right.
get some berries, I'll get some berries.
If you need to,
You
you'll
need to
get
do
the rabbit.
dishes, I'll do the dishes.
You need to
know?
kill that rabbit. You need to kill a squirrel.
Well,
You're on it.
No, I would never kill a rabbit.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying in this scenario, if you got to kill something,
Only in self-defense would I kill a rabbit.
what? Is
You
the
know.
rabbit coming for you? the
Well, it hasn't
scenario?
happened yet, but you never know.
You're lying. You're taking a nap. The rabbit thinks that your face is a berry, and you just don't have a choice.
Well, rabbits can get rabies, right? Isn't that a thing? Can
Yeah.
rabbits get rabies?
I think every animal could get rabies.
They're probably named after rabbits. I
Yeah.
mean, where do you think they got the name rabies?
I don't know. Rabies. I was gonna say rabbis. That's the next
Wow.
thought I had. I was like,
Yikes.
what else is rabies? I'm like, rabbis. I'm like, I don't think that's it. I don't
We're
think
already
that's
canceled.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's up, baby? It's great to see you. You look beautiful as always.
Thank you so much.
My love, my darling.
Okay.
Wearing your comfy socks.
They're cozy. They're cozy fuzzy socks.
Yeah,
I-
like them.
you
They look
know-
like Dr. Seuss feet.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
I love a fuzzy sock. If we ever did like, I remember I had a Secret Santa exchange at work.
Yeah.
And I think how would I have told the person who my Secret Santa was that I wanted socks? I don't remember how the information got out, but I was definitely like, I will take socks, which is funny because no one wants socks during the holidays, right? And I think during Hanukkah, that's a big gift that you get socks.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, that's a thing. You get socks. I don't know why, but
I always heard that like Hanukkah, like you historically get shitty gifts like pencils, notebooks,
it's anti-Semitic,
more
and
like
offensive.
office supplies. That's what I've heard. I don't know that that's true. That's just
Who have you heard this from? Who has told you these things?
Macy's.
What? What kind of propaganda is Macy putting out there? All the Macy's collectively telling the world.
Yeah, because they want you to buy Christmas gifts.
Yeah, they're like, fuck that. Well, I mean, Jews want to buy things as well. You know?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I think it's to scare people into getting Christmas gifts.
That doesn't make sense.
You know?
You'd want to include everyone. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
they
think
know
you
not
need to
everyone's
scare
gonna do it.
anyone into buying Christmas gifts. I think that our capitalist society will allow people to just get them anyways. I think we're set.
Let's go back to the
Yeah, let's get
original
into
question.
it.
Do Jewish people, do they go pretty hard in Hanukkah gifts? I mean,
You know, in my experience, yeah, I think it depends. Like, I think if you're rich, you're getting some nice ass gifts each night of Hanukkah for sure.
Yeah.
And I got some good stuff. One of my favorite gifts was a brat stall from my Nana.
Brats.
and very excited about that one. That's one of the most memorable ones I had.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just like normal holiday gifts, like clothes and Hanukkah gelt, and
But you never got like an Xbox though.
well, I didn't play games.
Okay.
You can't compare what you
Jewelry.
want where I want. Yeah, I mean,
CD
yeah,
player, Walkman,
yeah, sure.
electronics.
But also, like, my parents weren't getting me gifts all like that. Like, they weren't getting me big gifts like that.
Okay.
And my Nana wasn't really. She got me, like, if I asked for something, she would get it for me.
Yeah.
But I wasn't asking for, like, game systems. Like, a Bratz doll is what? Maybe it was $20 maximum. So I'm not asking for big ticket items, really.
I think you kind of proved my point a little bit about Hanukkah.
You think I what?
Or I think you're proving my point a little bit about Hanukkah.
I don't think so.
Because it sounds like you're not getting a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not naming every single thing I got as a gift.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the things that I'd ask for. I don't know.
Can you think of the biggest Hanukkah gift you ever got?
I think this isn't about the holiday itself. I think it's about who is giving me the gifts.
Yeah.
Like my mom and my dad are like, my dad definitely wasn't giving me anything.
Okay.
He had no idea what to gift me. And my mom, bless her heart, she did the best she could, but she also wasn't. I remember I would ask for something and then she would give me something else and she would say, well, if I got you the other thing, then you'd know what it is. So I wanted to surprise you. And I'm like, oh yeah, surprise me with shit I don't want. So there was that. And then, so if I asked for something, my Nana would get it for me. Like a Bratz doll was a big deal for me. I don't think you can compare. You're saying something you want, which is a big ticket item. But I didn't want anything like that.
Because I'm a Christian. That's what I'm expecting.
Okay.
Give
All
me the
right.
big
That's
shit.
not
Give me
what
the
that
hot
means.
shit.
But I will say, some rich Jews, one night they would get an Xbox. And then the other night they might get, I can't think of any other big gift items. Anything other? A car, a TV, something. I do know that was a thing.
Do you think anyone ever got like 8 cars, like one new car every night of Hanukkah?
I can almost assuredly say no.
I bet you at least one person has gotten that.
For every single night?
Yeah, it's like a novelty.
An actual car as a novelty?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm thinking like the uber mega rich.
I still don't think they're doing all that. I think that's excessive, even for the Uber, because it's just, where are you going to put all?
It's wasteful.
Just exactly. I mean, if we're just talking about, what's that word?
I don't know.
Fuck, I forget words all the time. Do you forget words all the time? Is it just my brain?
Oh no, I do for sure.
I will I'll be deep into a point, and I'll be like, I'm killing this shit. Yeah. I'm saying some smart ass shit, and then I'll get to a certain area of my point, a certain part of it, and then boom, forget the fucking word, and then I'm just like, think of a synonym, and then I can't think of a synonym, so I'm like, and damn it, I forgot the word, and I look like an idiot now.
Yeah,
I still can't remember
the
word that I was thinking of. Practical. It's not practical. That was an easy ass word too. It is not practical. Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be hard. The word does. I think we all know. People who forget words, they don't have to be difficult SAT words.
I would agree. It certainly wouldn't be practical. What a great story though, right? Like, oh my God, my mom or my dad got me 8 cars.
Yeah. So
one
relatable.
for each night of Hanukkah.
Yeah. That feeling when you get 8 cars every single night of Hanukkah.
I'm gonna do that for my kids.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
good for you.
You know what's funny?
I don't condone
you mentioned not being able to remember words. Sometimes the exact opposite will happen to me.
You remember too many words?
Well, like I will I'll just throw a word like out there. I'll just pull it out of my ass and I haven't said the word in like a decade, if that. And I'll just be like, oh my God, I fucking know what that meant. Like,
yes.
Like this morning I used the word quashed in the correct context. And I was like, sure, that's not a real word. I definitely meant to say squashed, and
Missed
I
the
just
mark.
took the S off and was like, that's a real word. And then sure enough, I Googled it, and it means to like reject or legally refute. And I'm like, holy shit, that's exactly how I meant it. And I had like a quick like, oh my God, that's real. And then like I'm sitting by myself at my desk saying that out loud, and then people are walking by like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
He's talking to himself.
It was actually, and this is the worst time for this to happen. It was the blue collar worker who's painting our bathroom right now was walking past me, and I looked at him because I was excited about knowing a word, and I'm like, oh shit.
He's like, must be nice to know fucking words.
Yeah, I was like, I'm such a Nancy boy.
Yeah. What?
Because I'm excited that I know a word.
Yeah, what is that? Nancy boy.
You ever heard Nancy boy?
I don't think so.
Really?
Maybe that's some southern thing.
It means effeminate.
Oh, I don't like that.
Like not masculine.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
which is ironic because my Aunt Nancy, very masculine for a woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the most masculine. We'll throw this up in the show notes, but every time I show her picture to people, I do like a side by side of Ray Liotta.
She better not be listening to this podcast.
And because they look, she's Ray Liotta's long lost brother. Sister. Shit. Like they look just alike. They look like they look like
similar.
Yeah, they look like identical twins.
They have very similar faces. Mm-hmm. When you first showed me that, I was like, holy shit, I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. Looks like no, I did not believe it. I just didn't know I didn't know what to expect. And I will say this, I think often people will say, look at this thing that I find similar. Yeah. And, depending, it's subjective a lot of the time. So you look at something and you're like, you're crazy. Like, God forbid someone says I look like someone. Because when someone tells you, hey, you look just like blank, I almost don't want you to tell me because I am going to look at this person and judge everything that you think about me on this person's face now. Like if you think if they're hot, only if they're hot. Like if they're hot, I'm like, thank you. Yeah. But it's too much pressure that I almost don't want you to tell me.
That's the only time it's okay is when they're attractive.
Yeah, yeah. And even if they don't look anything like me, doesn't fucking matter. I'm like, you thought about me with this hot ass chick. Thank you. Yeah. When I was younger, I was like a teenager. I was with my friend. We were walking to Walmart, a couple of my friends, and these like dudes stopped us and were talking to us. We looked really cute. And he was like you look just like Hilary Duff. And I'm like, no, I don't, but thank you. She's so pretty.
I could totally see that.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Because I've seen pictures of you from high school.
Yeah.
You definitely put off Hilary Duff vibes.
Wow. Thank you.
Like a Jewish Hilary Duff.
Aww. Yeah. How would he tell? How would he know? It's just because I'm Jewish, so you had to throw that one in there.
Well, yeah. You are obviously white passing, but
I'm white.
I could, and now that I know, it's like, oh, I see it.
Okay.
You know how like your brain just like sort of like constructs reality based on the few scraps that you have of details. Yeah. Now that I know you're Jewish, I'm like, oh, those are some everything about you that doesn't look like, like a basic bitch white girl.
Yes. Which no hate.
Jewish features.
No hate.
No hate. No hate at all.
Well, it's funny too because I feel like if I see, and you say you don't see me looking like my dad, but if I look at pictures, there are features from my dad who is pretty Jewish looking. If we get into like,
not a good looking man.
He wasn't ugly. My dad's dead, by the way.
Yeah. So it's okay.
It's fine. But I don't know. He had his issues, but I feel like I definitely see features. I feel like I have his nose, but smaller. I feel like I have a smaller version of his nose. Okay. Because when I look at it, I'll be like, oh, that's my dad's nose.
Very interesting.
I think my sister also has that nose a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's weird. Genetics are weird. Genetics are wild.
Yeah, no.
Is that crazy?
I would have been so bummed if I looked like my mom's family.
Yeah.
They are not good looking people.
Oh.
Yeah, really. Ray Liotta, right?
Oh, no. You know what? People think Ray Liotta is very attractive. So give him a little credit.
Yeah, in like a grizzled, like I've had a rough life kind of way.
Like a sexy.
Like I've
been smoking.
And popped pimples my entire life for 60 years. Yeah. In that kind of way.
Yeah. I'm not going to join the hate to your family. I can't. Not my family can't hate on him.
Well,
That's
hey,
the
I'm
rule.
not hating. I love my Aunt Nancy. I think
Yeah.
she's hilarious.
Yeah, she's a riot.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a riot.
What was the thing when you met her at the family reunion about the?
Yes.
We were talking about like reminiscing and memories, and we're going through like family photos.
Yeah.
And she's randomly blurts out, I ran into a door once
Yeah.
and I cut my leg because it was a glass door.
Yeah, she was just telling us some stuff.
I'm like, you ran into a glass door?
Sometimes that should be clear. Do not come for Aunt Nancy. People be run into glass doors. Do not come for her. It's not about her and her eyesight. She was wearing very thick glasses. Who can say?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's not her fault. So.
Someone ran into a door at work. That's because
Really?
the we have 2 double glass doors.
Yes. See?
That open that like separate the dev department with the rest of the office, and sure enough, somebody did run into the door.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they keep that shit clear. I'm sure that's streak free.
It was a client. Now that I'm thinking about it, because they were taking them like on a tour through the office.
Oh my God, that's a fear of mine. Because I would do that shit. I could totally see that because if I'm talking to someone, I'm so caught up in the conversation and I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So I could see myself just turning and boom. I'm sure I've done it too. There's no way I haven't run into some shit while having a conversation with someone.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I think birds do it. Mm-hmm. You know, so
What you think we're better than birds?
We're not better than birds.
You think we're fucking better than birds? No.
Birds are very majestic, and they still run into windows.
That's right. They sure do.
So
they sure do. So it's okay.
Who's the fool now?
We're all doing our best.
So I don't know when you guys are listening to this, fake audience, but Easter just happened, and
Easter did just
Passover intersected. We did a lot of religious stuff this weekend.
Oh, let's get into it.
Yeah, I think we need to.
So I'm just gonna
we
say
we need to absolve ourselves of the sins of the last 10 minutes of this podcast.
Well, so so I'm Jewish, and Adam was raised Baptist.
Raised Baptist.
So we
not
went
religious.
That's right. So we went to church because his mom is religious. Mm-hmm. So we went to, and this isn't the church you were raised in, but it's.
Well, it was. It is the church I was raised in.
It is, but it's not the same.
There's just a new
pastor.
Gen. It's like Degrassi, the next generation.
It's just like, yes.
Yeah, it's like old guard. They're retired, or they're gone. They've died. And, it's being run by a new crew.
I don't think. Well, they're not dead.
Most of them are dead. A lot of them have passed.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah. I take it back.
Yeah, a lot of them have passed. But there's a couple of holdouts. The most important ones I think are still there.
I love how you're saying holdouts. You mean hold out for life. Like they're holding out to live.
It's kind of ironic. You'd think they'd be trying to get to heaven a little quicker.
Oh.
Zing! Just kidding.
Anyway.
I'm just playing.
So, yes. Okay, so we went on Sunday, and I have to say, some of the music, pretty good. One of the songs was in my head.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Adam and I discussed this. You and I discussed this. About the difference between, and I clearly, I grew up going to temple. I know certain songs and people, I think, Christianity, there's different denominations and ways of doing things and whatever. And I don't think I'd ever been to a Baptist church before I met you.
Yeah.
But we were discussing this, and it's a lot more, it's very judgy. Yeah. It's very like, are you all doing the right thing? I don't think you fucking are.
Yeah.
Because Jesus, and I'm like, okay. Because I will say, I was behind some of the things he was saying. He was like, you got to be happy for you. And I'm like, yes, 100%.
Yes, bitch.
He's like, you cannot rely on other people for your happiness. I'm like, 100%. I can't remember what else he said, but I was agreeing with some of the things.
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, I'm on board. Then it took a little turn where it was became a little hypocritical. Be happy for you, but also live for Jesus and Jesus only.
Also get right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Also, he said there was a moment when he said, who here thinks about the past all the time? And, you know, people raise their hands, and he's like, some of you didn't raise your hands. You're lying. And I'm like, I don't. Yeah. I'm anxious about the present and the future, okay? Yeah. Other people can be upset about different points in time.
You never think about the past?
No, I really, it's not that I don't ever, but I think that what he was trying to convey was like, we're all stuck in the past, you know? And I'm like, I'm not. I definitely am not thinking like because I'm in a good place. Yeah. So I'm definitely not constantly.
He thinks he knows better.
He thinks he knows better.
Sucks, right?
I'm not sitting here regretting like, I mean, I think the only things I really think about that are like, oh my God, 10 days ago I said this to this person and that was weird. Mm-hmm. It's those little things. It's not really big things that I'm, you know, brooding on or anything. It'd be little things, but nothing big.
Yeah, there was a lot of gaslighting happening.
Also, he called me out. Remember when he called me out?
No, what did he say?
He said, you all come in here with you put your makeup on and you smell nice. And he was, you know, trying to say, you're coming in here, you're looking good, but Jesus knows, but was only referencing feminine things. Mm-hmm. There was no, you put your nice suit on, it's you put your nice dress on, you put your makeup on, you put your perfume on. And I'm like, okay, so I guess none of the men are sinners? I know that fucking dude's a sinner. Mm-hmm. I'm just referring to somebody. I don't know. Yeah. I have no one in mind, but you get it.
I do get it. Yeah, there was one moment where he was like, yeah, you know, we don't, you know, it's not about the church. It's about your relationship with the Lord. And he was like, we don't even take communion, or we don't even take the collection plate. Collection plate stays up here. We used to pass around. We don't even do that anymore, because you got to decide for yourself if you're going to give money to the church. Also, very important that you give money to the church.
Also, do you love Jesus? Interesting.
He's like, also, when you come into the house of the Lord, you are a servant.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's like, you don't want to. It's like, you want me to have freedom of paying, but like also I'm a slave.
Yes. I mean, Jesus. A lot of it, there was a lot of, you know, letting Jesus into your life, and Jesus knows, and, you know, I get the idea of, hey, you act one way here, or you say you act one way here and act another way here. I agree with the fact that practice what you preach, right? If you're saying you believe this, you got to believe it. We can get into that. Mm-hmm. But I really don't think that's what we're talking about here. I don't think that's really, it's a specific way of acting, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's about, you know, the culture of churches, you know, right. Like, in fact, again, you know, the sermon was very, you know, there was one line there that I really agreed with, which is, you know, church isn't the problem. People are the problem.
100%. I was like, say it. Say it louder.
It's that people have, you know, taken religion, or have taken the name of Christianity and done awful things with that, you know. Mm-hmm. But it was also sort of dismissive, like, not my problem.
Yeah.
I'm doing it the right way.
Right.
You know, so I'm
right.
like,
we know what's up.
Go both ways on this, I suppose.
Yeah.
But and then, of course, as always, the guilt trip. We'd love to have you here more often.
Oh yeah, after we.
And I'm like,
yes,
man, great sermon, dude.
Also,
again, really great, love it.
Also, can I just mention
next topic
that you decided to tell him in a weird whisper way, she's Jewish, and I was like, he doesn't need to know that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
about that, baby. I shouldn't have
it's
said
okay.
that.
You're forgiven, but I hated it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like, well, if he knows that she's Jewish, A, he'll lay off, and B, maybe he'll lay off the Jew talk, because like, I mean, every sermon we've been to, he brings up, he's talking about the Jews.
Well, to be fair, we've only been to two with him,
Easter
and they're both Easter. So he's like, we all know it. Well, I mean, I guess Jesus is related to all of the sermons, I suppose.
But last year it was like, we all know who killed Jesus, right? The Jews.
The Jews. Everyone's like, that's right. God. That's right.
It was a
Tell
hard
him.
J.
It was a hard J.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't feel comfortable with that. And I don't think that I would never want anyone to, because here's the thing. If you need to adapt your behavior because somebody else is in the room, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, like if you need to, I wouldn't say it around this person, that's a problem. You understand it's wrong. Yeah. No.
I don't think I agree.
I agree. I think I agree. I agree with myself.
But I love and I respect your opinion.
I appreciate that, baby.
And I think that we can both be right.
Yeah. Well,
in our own way.
You're right. In our own way. In our own way. I'm not here to argue that point, but I was like, can everyone be right? But I understand.
Because I think there's a time and a place for everything.
I mean, I agree with that, but we're talking about...
We talk shit all the time and about people that we wouldn't say to their face.
Okay, but that's not the same as like racial, ethnic...
Right.
I'm thinking that specifically. Let me clarify. If you have to edit yourself, and we've talked about this before, with things, then it's kind of like, okay, let me reconsider what I'm doing, what I'm saying. And I think, and honestly, I don't think he would have cared knowing I was a Jew, because in his mind, he doesn't think there's anything wrong with that. He's like, this is what happened, and I'm just relaying the information. Because he's not saying this in a way that's, we hate the Jews. He's saying that this is what fucking went down, and that's fact, you know? Yeah,
and maybe there's a little tinge on there that he's not recognizing, I think, also.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
But, yeah, I agree with that.
And maybe we're imposing a certain tinge on there that, you know, we're locking our perspective on like projecting our perspective onto him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't feel attacked. Yeah. I was never like, oh my God, they're going to get me after this is done. They're going to smell it on me.
They're going to smell it.
I think I was just, I mean, the way I perceived it was like, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I looked at it. But yeah, he definitely was, he was really wanting us to keep going. And I think he said this before. I feel like the last time maybe it was like, yeah, you know, your mom would love it if you'd come around. Or maybe he texted that to you.
Yeah.
Is that what he did?
He slipped into my DMs for Jesus, which I hated. He was like, yeah, man. I mean, every 2 months he'll text me like, hey, man, sure would mean a lot to your mother if you came to church.
Is he still doing that?
No, he's done that in a while.
Okay. Probably when you were living at home, I'm assuming.
No, when I was here, when I was in Louisville, you know, on my own. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't love that. I mean, honestly, again, like that's not a great place to start a relationship, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, do you not see the self-motivated nature behind what you're saying to me right now? Like,
right.
You're really just trying to get as many warm bodies as you can in there so that they can do shit for you. You know? Also
young. I feel like they probably want younger people going.
Oh, 100%.
So you got youth on your side.
You got to get people to play the piano and, you know, cook stuff. And, you know, they're just, it's kind of culty, really. It's like, we're looking for people to, like, make soup, you know?
Ugh.
Run the food
Making
bank,
the soup.
You know? Yeah. So that was fun. Easter was great. Got some candy. You know, love that. And then I'm really excited about this.
Ooh.
Flip other coin, right?
Ding.
Heads.
That's not okay.
I went to my first Seder.
Yes.
Which was great. It's a Jewish.
It would have been,
for those who are in the know, who are not in the know, a Seder is the celebratory religious dinner for Passover, where we talk about Moses and all of his shenanigans.
That's right, and his shenanigans.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that you weren't able to go to a Seder at my Nana's house.
Yeah.
Because that would have been cute. That would have been really nice.
You
but
think so?
She's been dead for a while, so... Yeah.
A lot of people dead in our lives.
Yeah, many people have died. I feel like there's things that I look back on with those events, and I remember thinking when I was younger, ooh, I cannot wait till I can bring like a partner into this world with me to experience what I'm experiencing. And then people die, and it's too late.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. But this is when we were supposed to meet each other, so here we are.
Yeah, I mean, fate's a bitch.
Fate's a bitch.
But also fate smiles kindly upon us from time to time.
Yes, that's true. We're very lucky.
Yeah, one of the things I thought was interesting was, and I know this to be the case, but it is interesting to hear, because, Judaism and Christianity, obviously very similar in a lot of ways. It's just like, we pay more attention to these parts and we pay more attention to these parts,
Well, Christianity's got a whole other...
We got a whole Testament.
They added a whole... Yeah, exactly.
Whole Testament.
You focus on that Testament.
Where do you think the idea of sequels came from?
Yeah.
The Bible invented sequels. Like legitimately invented sequels. Which, ironically, not as good.
Not as good. Not as good as the OG.
And that always goes.
Are they gonna keep making these things? Damn.
But it is interesting to be, like my first actual Jewish function, and it's like, oh yeah, remember this? Oh yeah, Moses.
Yeah, you know about that.
Egypt. Yeah, Prince of Egypt. Yeah, I remember all this. This is great.
Yes, I love that movie.
So it's interesting to feel like there is a sense of familiarity. It's just like, oh, you guys think this part's more important. Okay, got it.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's only Old Testament.
Yeah, we don't listen
there's
to
not more important. It's just Old Testament.
It's just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this new shit?
Yeah, I mean, well, because Jesus comes in here and we're like, yo, Jesus. And he's like, I'm a Jew. And we're like, of course, what's up? And he's like, but also I'm God. And we're like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, you're not. No, you're not, though.
Yeah.
That's obviously, there's only one God, and that's God. And it's like, yeah, but I'm like, God's son. Like, what? We're all God's children. Why are you fucking special? Because that's what I was taught in temple. We are God's children. Everyone's God's children. Yeah. Child. So for this dude to be like, I'm God's child. Also, I am God somehow.
Yeah. New rule.
New rule. Dibs.
Called it.
I'm God. I'm God now. Fuck all you guys. I'm God now. Yeah, it's just not, because there's the whole thing with the, the cow. People worshiping that golden calf, and we were like, no. Moses threw down those commandments, and he was like, not cool.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not worship false gods.
Do you think that's a dig at Hinduism a little bit?
Oh, I'm sure there's. I don't know. I'm sure there's something.
Don't they worship cows?
Cows are sacred.
Sacred cows, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're worshiping cows, but they're sacred.
Okay, see, that's what
I don't know if there's any. We'd have to get.
They probably. I bet you whoever the most recent translation of the Bible saw Hinduism was like, oh, we got to write that in there.
Yeah, we got to put. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be a fun little part.
Add that in there.
Be shiny. Put a shiny cow in there. They'll love that.
2 episodes in, and I'm already gonna lose my job if anyone hears this.
Oh no!
This is great.
Yeah, we got into it. Well, let's continue.
Uber religious.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, you should be separate. Church, state, work, whatever.
Church and podcast.
That's right.
What I say.
Well, let's continue about your experience at the Seder.
Okay.
So I feel, and let me talk now.
Manischewitz.
Manischewitz. See,
give it up.
I was telling you before even that the host of it, like, people famously talk shit about Manischewitz wine, like, and Adam had it, and they immediately did. Mm-hmm. Immediately did. Yeah. Adam was like, not that bad.
I didn't think it was bad. I don't know what you got. Where's this other fucking wine that you guys are like, oh, this is the good stuff?
Yeah.
Like, can you use just real wine? Or does it have to be?
Well, it's kosher for Passover.
Okay, so are there like artisan kosher wines?
I don't know. I'm not
for Passover.
I don't know. You're asking. I don't know that. I don't have the answer for that.
You know what's interesting about observing you keep kosher for Passover?
Yeah.
Kind of makes me feel like what it must be like to live in like a communist state, because everything is the same brand. Everything's Manischewitz.
Oh, sure.
Oh, Manischewitz bread, Manischewitz wine. Manischewitz gnocchi.
That actually wasn't Manischewitz. Not all of those are Manischewitz. I don't remember.
Manischewitz Lay's chips.
Yes, I think there is Manischewitz Lay's chips. Well, I mean, come on, we're in Kentucky. We're in the U.S. I don't think there's a whole. Impressive. I feel like if I was in Israel, maybe I would have more choices. It'd be very different in the motherland.
We should.
I don't know. I'm sorry?
We should go.
Yeah, I've been.
Well, we should go together.
Yeah, but I also want to state that I have been.
Yeah, of course.
I just wanted to put that out there. But we should go. because I didn't have the best experience. So I would
Really?
love to go.
Yeah, let's go back.
That would be fun.
Remember when that one girl at the Seder was like, had to drop that she had been to Israel? It's like, we get it.
Someone who?
The girl with the bow.
Oh.
She was like, when I was in Israel.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Like,
I think it's
Has
like.
everyone been to Israel? Is that? What's
I
the
think she was there
percentage?
for what?
What's the percentage of like American Jews who have gone to Israel? Because isn't there like a program that
Birthright.
Birthright?
You get to go for free.
No way.
For free.
Who pays for that?
There's a fund.
There's a fund.
There's a fund, and I know this because there was this weird like event, maybe the day before we went to go back home, and it was this weird kind of huge in this auditorium, and it was like, yeah, everyone, it was something I can't even the only thing I remember about it is that I added myself to be a bone marrow donor. Nope, that's not
really?
right. It's something like that. I was on some donor list, and I'm like, fuck it. But yeah, I think it's just in my mind, it's just like a ton of Jews just putting money in this fund so that other Jews can go to Israel. And that's totally simplifying it. And
Sure, of course.
And we're never going to Google that because we don't do that. But I'm pretty sure that's too much.
I only have one monitor and it's being used for the recording.
Yeah, we can't do that.
So.
It's too much. But so it's because the thing that's crazy to me is that recently I heard, so that before the cap of going to Israel was 25, like you had to go on birthright before
Like
age
insurance.
25. Exactly. And if after you're kind of shit out of luck, but recently I've heard that they're like, nope, we've taken that off. Anyone can come if you've never been, which is amazing. And
That's
I'm
great.
kind of like, it would be nice if I would have waited a little bit. Because I was, when I went, my Nana just died, and it was just kind of a weird time.
Oh, sure.
But I
Absolutely.
think I was 24. Yeah, I was 24, so
really?
I felt like I needed to get on it. You
Oh,
know?
yeah. Because if you hadn't gone then, you
Yeah.
might have
It was
missed
better. Actually, maybe it was better. I don't know.
Yeah.
To go, I don't know.
Is it only like Jews by blood, or like what if I convert? Do I still qualify, or what's the
I'm
program?
pretty sure
Yeah.
it's by blood. Like, but I actually don't know. You might be able to go if you convert if you're like within. I don't. You know what? I
There's
don't
no
know.
way. That would be such a scam.
I don't know.
If I
But
just be like,
it
I'm
takes.
Jewish now. Oh,
It's
okay,
not that
yeah, free
easy to
trip.
be Jewish. You got to go through
That's
some
true.
shit. Like
That's
they're
true.
not like, here's your Jew
Yeah.
card. Be on
Yeah.
your way.
That's true.
They make you do some shit.
Yeah.
My mom said that she had to do a lot of studying, and I don't know. It was a
Really?
whole thing. Yeah.
I'd never make it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that my dad
Thank God
was
you're not
like,
pushing
I
for
will
that."
not marry you unless you convert to Judaism.
Yeah. Are you of the same opinion, or
No,
Probably
I
not,
would
right?
never
I wouldn't think
force
so.
anyone to a religion.
yeah, that
Yeah.
would be insane.
I mean, it would just be nice if you're already just Jewish. That would be preferable. I'm not
Yeah.
going to make you convert. It's too
Yeah.
late. You're not. You don't got that blood in you.
well, you know,
Be nice if you did, but
get stuck with that lawyer.
yeah. Okay. I should have.
Yeah. That was my main competition when
Yeah,
we first
it was.
met.
It was between you and him.
Yeah. Which tells you how pretty great I am, because he was probably pretty successful.
He was very successful.
Yeah, made a lot of.
But it's not
quiche.
about see, this is the thing. I feel like most women, I think obviously that appeals to people of like the success and money, of course.
Oh, sure.
But I feel like for the most part it's like
Superficial.
yeah, that
is
shit
the
kind of
word.
sucks. Especially, you're in your 30s. Like I'm in my 30s. Like fuck that,
Mhm.
I don't even think I'd be like, I think I'd be more impressed maybe if I was younger, but I would still be able to be like, ugh,
Yeah.
not everything I want,
Well, you want to make your own money too, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I've never been like I'm going to be, chilling while my partner makes, brings home the bacon.
Yeah.
I've always been very much I'd like to be independent and self-sufficient. Like I don't relish in the days where I don't work anymore. I feel I need to, because I put value into productivity. That's the only way I have value, is being productive. I need to be doing things. So, and it's so much more fulfilling when you're successful and making money.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously preferable.
Yeah, I on the other hand am the exact opposite. I have
you
on
are.
many occasions I've thought, man, how great would it be if I could just be like a stay-at-home dad?
Yes.
You know, and just because my cousin did that. You know, his wife was the main breadwinner, and you know he stayed home, raised the kids, and you know he had a little side business here and there, and then he became a writer. You know, writing books, and now he's got his own publishing company.
I thought this is who you were talking about.
You know, and
so he never worked.
Cousin Tony. No. He definitely did work.
Oh, okay.
He actually, ironically enough, he worked in IT. He actually had a job, and I don't think this is something that can exist anymore. This is something that like only could happen in like the 90s and early 2000s.
Okay.
He was basically like his own little MSP. Like he would just provide like IT services for like people, like individuals.
What's MSP?
Managed service provider.
I love how you said that like everyone knows what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should clarify, but I knew you would ask, so
yeah, okay.
I figured that would be the opportunity.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you know, in the world of IT, you know, a lot of companies, the standard is that a company will have their own like internal IT department, but a lot of companies outsource that to a company that's just all they do. It's just they provide IT services to companies, small and large. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It really just matters like if that makes sense for them, you know, from a business standpoint.
Sure.
They'll contract out IT services. So, which, you know, I personally think sucks because like, you know, you want a personal face to who's helping you fix your computer shit.
Right. And you're going to get someone different every time with MSPs, right?
Right. I mean, it's basically just calling into a phone line, be like, hey, help me, you know?
Right.
And so, you know, he used to provide IT services to like individuals on like a person-to-person basis.
Okay.
And so they would pay him individually to just be their IT guy.
Oh, that sounds like a pretty good biz.
Yeah. But I don't think that really happens anymore.
Yeah,
Unless you mean like, you meet someone on Fiverr, you know?
Sure.
It's like, hey, for $5, I will power cycle your modem for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, actually, I don't think some 90-year-old woman is using that. They're not like, Fiverr? Let me find an RSP person.
Yeah, if you can use Fiverr, you don't need someone to reboot your modem.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully not. Yikes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So, yeah, I mean, it sounds tight to me. Like, if I could just work from home and of course, you know, all the moms out there, like, that's not what it is. You know, it's very difficult, which I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very difficult.
Yeah, don't make them sound like that. Shout out to all the moms. It's very difficult. Yeah. I love how your voice and then you say something like you say this kind of not so favorable voice and you're like, no offense. No offense though. Yeah. That was totally meant complimentary.
No,
that
love
was
our
not
what? We love our mothers.
Yeah, we love our moms.
I'm preemptively getting defensive.
Yeah, from all of the audience that will write in about and be outraged.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get it. I think I hear what you're saying. I mean, obviously, like being a parent is a full-time job for what you have to do, and I think that's fair to say.
100%.
But I do love that you're ready to take on that role if need be, because I would much rather be working.
I'm just saying it's probably a little easier to multitask when you're working from home, right? I mean, you don't agree with that?
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think that if you have a screaming child coming in, I think that, you know, and if they, God forbid, they do something crazy and then you got to stop and there's an emergency.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they get outside or they're playing. I mean, I think there's a constant, I don't think you can multitask that. I think you have to stop working and take care of business and go back into it.
Okay. You don't think there's any downtime though?
I think that there's much less downtime than you think.
I would agree with that, but do you think there's no downtime?
Okay, so no and little are two different things. That's an extreme. I don't think you can say there's no downtime, but I think maybe the proportion of downtime compared with the not downtime is like, it's, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I mean, I definitely think that, don't get me wrong, I definitely think parenting is a full-time job. 100%. Especially if like you've just, if you've been relegated, not relegated, but like, if you've agreed to do like all of the chores, housework, that is a full-time job, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we split everything that we do.
I still wouldn't. I wouldn't expect that, even if you were staying home.
I know, but I feel like that's probably what the arrangement is for most stay-home parents.
Like you're not trying to get home and then do all the laundry.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Absolutely. All I'm saying is just, like when because I work from home sometimes.
Right.
Just because I'm fortunate enough to have that option.
Right.
And, when I'm in an office versus when I'm working from home, the workload is the same. But because I'm home, I feel like it's more of like a psychological thing. Like I feel like I have more freedom to be able to do other things while I'm working.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because at a regular 9 to 5, like there is downtime for sure.
Yeah.
So.
But we're not talking about
But I'm in an office. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm in an office, I don't feel comfortable doing not work-related tasks because I'm in a box with other people who.
Sure.
There's like a political thing happening there where everyone's looking. No one's really looking, but everyone's saying what everyone else is doing.
Oh, you got tabs on people.
Like I can't put out the image that I'm not working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I would be especially because you aren't in your own little nook. I mean,
right.
you are
I'm
exposed.
In an open space. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be doing stuff and people are going to see you. You just have to accept if I'm, lollygagging on a site for 30 minutes, it's someone would notice probably.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
If they wanted to look, they could see. It's not like, because when I worked in an office, I was in my own room and I had I had office mates, but they don't care what I'm doing.
No, they don't.
I mean, and it's not like I was doing not work related things though. I don't think I'd never gotten anything that really wasn't work related on my like work laptop. I was doing stuff, or I would just be sitting and talking to my office mates.
Yeah.
But if I really wanted to, I mean, I could have not been. But it just doesn't feel
right.
It doesn't. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable.
Right. That's really all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a little bit more flexibility in what you work on if you are doing a job.
Oh yeah, you're not being watched for 100%. Yeah. Yeah, your time is more your own.
I think that's the angle that I'm slithering my way into.
Yeah. Yeah, but we can't use
much better to say.
I don't think that it would be fair to insert parenting in there in the same light by any means.
I mean, I'm not saying it's easier by any means. I'm definitely not saying it's easier.
Because I feel you're taking care of a whole ass person.
Yeah. A whole ass person.
I mean, that person is whole.
Yeah. They got a big ass.
We don't want to talk about body parts, but if we're gonna.
Damn,
they
that's
got a big ass. They got a big ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad we settled
Okay,
that.
well, we pissed everyone off, so let's talk about what we're doing this weekend, where we're going to be.
Let's get into it.
We going to St. Louis, baby.
It's actually called St. Louis, and I hate the way you say it, baby.
But St. Louis sounds better. So
no, it doesn't. You're just from Louisville, so you think that's how it should sound.
Yeah. We're going to St. Louis this weekend.
We're going to St. Louis.
Isn't that great? I feel like that's like a
excited.
city that you just go to when like you're doing business. Like, I'm going to St. Louis.
I know. I don't think people go there on
negotiate
vacay. No offense, St. Louis. People don't. To be fair, I'm from Cleveland.
Offense.
No one goes to Cleveland on vacation.
No, Cleveland is another one of those cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go there because you have family or there's an event.
Or like a game.
Yeah, or a game or something. No one's like, I'm just going to take a little fun trip to Cleveland. No one does that. Even though Cleveland is lovely and I encourage everyone to visit.
I mean, at least at St. Louis, you can say St. Louis and it's fun.
Yeah.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Cleveland's not a fun word to say. Cleveland is like Cleveland.
Yeah, well, you could, all words sound like that. St. Louis.
That's how they got the voice for that character in Family Guy, is they just said Cleveland. They're like, what is a person whose name would, that is Cleveland, what would they sound like? And then they just said Cleveland a bunch of times until they deconstructed the word to a voice or a vibe, and they came to Cleveland.
None of that sounds accurate.
Yeah, and so that's how it started.
Disagree.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't say aggressively. I'm very defensive when it comes to Cleveland because most people shit on it without even going.
Mm-hmm. And I've been.
And that's what annoys me. Yeah, well, you don't get it. But it is fun. There's a lot of shit to do in Cleveland, and I think that people underestimate it because they just think that, yeah, the letters are cool. That's a reason to dish. But
they just put that in.
Yeah. There are other places too, not just the place you went. There are other letter places. I think there might be 3. I know there's 2 that I know of. Maybe there's 3. I don't know. But no, Cleveland's got some shit. I'm here for it.
I will say I've been following that TikTok about the chick that like is showing you all the spots in Cleveland to eat and stuff.
Right.
You know, the one that every video is like, "Hey friends."
Yeah. I know the one.
I will say that she's been showing me a lot more coffee shops than I thought existed in Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
Coffee shops.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's the Google algorithm, because I'm just looking up coffee shops on Google and I see like 4 places, and none of the places she's showing me are showing up. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Very interesting.
Their SEO is all fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to tell someone about that.
I should.
You should let someone know. Because they're losing business.
Wait. So what are we doing? We're going to go see a show?
Oh, right. St. Louis. We're going to see a comedy show because we are comedy fans.
As you can tell.
Love comedy.
Yeah.
You get it. We're funny. We love the funnies.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. We're going to go to the City Museum.
Is that
which
what it's
I'm
called?
very excited about. Yes, it is.
Can you describe it for me? Because I was trying to describe this to someone else, and I don't think I was doing a great job of it. What is it exactly?
I feel like I probably also won't do a great job of it, but I will do my best.
Okay.
It is.
Let's hear it.
It's a wonderful gymnasium of fun.
Okay.
It's very exploratory, and there's a ton of different shit you have to go through and discover. And then there's like you can go up to the top and there's some crazy fun jungle Jimmy thing happening. And that's as much as I have. I just know it's it's interactive.
Yeah.
And I like that. I'm entertained by things that are interactive.
Yeah.
Because I too am a child at heart.
It sounds like an interactive like art piece.
Yeah, that's kind of what I envision, and I've just heard good things. And you were initially like, children go there. No, thank you. And I was like,
they don't have cigarettes? No, thank you.
No, thank you. I love cigarettes. Yeah. And I was like, no, it's going to be fun. And there will be cigarettes too.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of stoked. I mean, I'm afraid of heights, and so like, you know, I'm a little scared to do any of like the climbing stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I gotta get some shorts.
Ooh, and go shopping.
I would love to maybe get a pair of shorts.
Let's go shopping. I love shopping for clothes for you. It's so much fun.
I was almost gonna say we should go tonight, but that's too much.
Why?
I'm drunk.
Okay. Yeah, fair. You're gonna look so fucking sloppy trying those shorts on.
Blame it on the juice.
Yeah, that's right. That's gonna be you, baby.
Second Lizzo ref.
You're gonna come out here with your dick out, trying on clothes, and I'll be like,
"Sir, this
can't
is
do
a
this.
Target. You can't have your.
You
dick
can't
out
have your dick out."
I'm like, I'm just trying to hit the target. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Target got good clothes though. People sleep on Target clothes.
I don't know. Do they? I feel like. Well, the last time I bought a shirt at Target, after I bought it, I literally saw 4 other girls wear it.
Really?
And I'm like, I cannot wear this.
Well, it's good quality. I mean, it's better than Old Navy. I mean, every time I buy something from Old Navy, it's like it fits me like super weird, and like the pockets are like somehow huge but still constricting. Like I don't even know how you do that.
It's a special kind. You know, special kind of way.
The pants are like too long, but it's like 3 times my size, and it's I don't
you should have tried them on. I told you to try them on.
But it's like it's not a real fitting room. It's like a little curtain.
No, it's not. I forgot to tell you. It's a door.
Is it a door?
Yes, I tried clothes on, And I went in there, and there were a bunch of doors, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
fucking fool.
Do you remember when they used to have that, though? When the fitting room was just
Yes,
like fucking
I remember
curtain?
that, and it was like in the middle of the store.
Yeah.
When I remember doing it, it was the fitting room was in the middle of the entire store, and you go in, you curtain it.
Yeah, that's so
Which
dumb.
honestly, I didn't even care about because I've been in fitting rooms where the door was way too low
Yeah.
and way too high.
Yeah?
Like there was too much room below and too much room at the top.
Yeah, but it
which
doesn't. But it doesn't lock though.
The curtain?
The curtain doesn't. I mean, people can just be like, fuck it. Is anyone in there?
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know.
I get it. I guess I didn't think about it, but I agree with that.
You know me, baby. I love my privacy.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I like mine too. I'm not trying to show my titties to anyone
No,
that I don't want to be showing them to.
that's correct. Especially at Old Navy.
I mean, if there's anywhere I don't want to show my titties, it's Old Navy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to put that out there. I used to really fuck with Old Navy hard, though. I remember, because I was born on the 4th of July, that they'd always have these really fun, like, patriotic outfits. And I just remember one year going to Old Navy with my mom and getting this, like, super cute American flag shirt that was one of those, like, it was like the little...
I already know which one you're talking about.
You don't know.
The Old Navy shirt with the big flag? That's how they got their start.
Well, I think I got a couple of them. I think I got a tank, but there was another one. It was like a scrunch, like the scrunchy material. The kind of I'm making a gesture with my hand, hoping that you understand what it is because
Looks like you're just grabbing your tits.
yeah, well I
in the
am,
air.
but there's also the texture of the clothes. They're like a little kind of stretchy, constricting. You don't know. If I was talking to a woman, she would know.
I literally have never heard of anything remotely.
I'm going to show you what
similar
it
to
looks like, and you're going to say, that's not what you were describing. And
Okay.
I will agree with you when you tell me that because I'm
Okay.
doing a terrible job.
Yeah.
But it was a specific shirt that I got, and I remember being super excited. And every time I went to Old Navy when I was younger, I thought, these are the cutest clothes I've ever seen in my life. That and Limited 2.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Limited 2. I don't think it exists anymore.
yeah, they don't exist anymore.
Do you know Limited 2?
Yeah, they had stores in the mall.
Oh, yeah. I think was it all girls' clothes?
Yeah, I never
It was.
stepped in.
Okay, I
Yeah,
thought it
never
was.
stepped
I
foot
think
in there.
now they have Justice. It looks similar.
Justice also not doing well.
No. Oh,
I
shit.
haven't seen too many Justice stores around.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were expensive. I remember Limited 2 being expensive, so we
Really?
didn't really go that much.
Well, what I never understood was, was there a limited?
So, I think there is a store called The Limited,
Yeah.
and I think it's for, older women.
Oh.
But I don't quote me on that. I do feel like there was. And I'm
Limited.
assuming if they are connected, it's like, this is Limited 2, but like for the teenies, for the little babies.
Yeah.
But that could be, because you're right. Why else? I mean, it was Limited TOO though, which I guess does make sense because it wouldn't be TO.
It's like what
in
that
addition
restaurant in Louisville is, the Cheddar Box, and the Cheddar Box 2, TOO2.
Yes. But didn't we
They
solve
got that from Limited.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They know.
Yeah. Cheddar Box 1 is a grocery
It's
store.
the little,
And
that
then
was
Cheddar Box
closed.
2 is a restaurant.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Very good.
Yeah, we liked that.
If you're in Louisville, check them out.
Check them
Cheddar
out.
Box 2.
Cheddar Box 2, not the Cheddar Box. That's a different thing.
They should open up another location, call it also Cheddar Box.
Yeah, also Cheddar
Whatever.
Box as well.
Or Cheddar. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yes.
You get it.
I know I do.
Hey. you get it.
Hey-o.
Shh.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
So St. Louis. So back to that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, those are the kind of big things we're doing. Otherwise, like, I just want to explore and eat food.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
Is eating food.
Same.
And I know you are because
That's
you
one of our
love it.
lanes. So we like to eat good food.
Yeah. I don't even think we've looked up any places. I kind of just want to walk around and see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I'd like to check out the downtown.
The DT, sure.
Oh, someone asked me if I was going to see the Infinity Arch, which I completely forgot about. We should do that, just to say we did.
Oh yeah, we're going.
We should check it out.
We can't go to St. Louis and then just leave and not. Oh,
Right.
there's an arch. That's what we should do. If someone asks you about
Yeah.
it, oh, did you see the arch? What arch?
Yeah.
What kind of arch? Like an arch? Was there an archery range?
Arch?
And just get really confused about what
strip
that
club?
means. Is it an arch? I've been to strip club a long time. What kind of is it?
Yeah.
Is the what is it about?
That'd be like going to Chicago and not seeing that bean.
Oh, yeah, the bean.
People love that bean.
The amount of pictures I've seen on some white girls' Facebook pages with that bean.
Yeah. And
I would have it too, though. To be fair, no shade. I'd fucking have some pics like that as well.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to get on top of it. That's the hard part.
Do people get on top of it?
I don't know.
I don't. It's too slippery. That's a slippery bean.
Well, maybe you get a ladder.
You're gonna bring a ladder to the bean to climb on top of it?
It's audacious. It's daring. It's bold.
Okay. All right.
Also unexpected.
Okay.
Probably get away with it.
All right. Yeah. People will just be so shocked that they won't do anything. I think it would slip.
Well, I think most people will mind their business.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think anyone's going to run up to you and say, you can't do that here.
Yeah. And if someone says something like, maintenance. What?
No, I want you to say, maintenance. And they're like, okay, that checks.
Yeah, he's doing maintenance on the bean.
He's maintenance in the bean. And I kind of do like a, what are you going to do?
Or
kind
you could
of
be
face.
like a polish. I'm polishing it.
Yeah.
That would actually
very sexual.
That would actually work. Bring like a ShamWow with you.
Have you heard that before? Polishing the bean?
No, I haven't. I've heard flicking the bean.
Yeah. Both of those work.
I've never heard polishing though.
You could polish the bean.
Yeah?
You could do everything with the bean.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm allowed to do that.
I mean, I'm just telling you that's, another thing you could say.
That sounds to me like just a different technique.
Yeah.
Right? Because when I think of polishing, I think of a different motion than
if you're doing,
flicking.
Flicking sounds way worse than polishing.
It sounds painful.
Yeah, flicking is what you don't want to do to the bean. If we're doing stuff to the bean, don't flick it, polish it.
Yeah, polish
That's
it.
what you want to do to the bean.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be very clear. If you're at the bean, if you are in front of the bean right now, do not flick it, polish it.
Polish it.
Polish it.
Polish the
okay?
bean.
We all know what we're saying.
That's the title of this episode is Polish the Bean.
Polish the bean.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What?
I was going to say, polish the bean, Paula Deen.
Oh,
because it rhymed and it was fun. But
next time we're having sex, I'm going to say, polish that
we
bean,
don't have sex.
Paula Deen.
We're not married. So we don't have sex.
And I'm going to say it like Paula Deen.
I'm
just going to say, polish that bean, y'all.
Okay. I'd be like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Keep talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
hey, y'all.
It's so crazy how different you sound from all of your family.
Is that true?
I mean, you do not have a Southern accent.
No.
There's some things that you say that are you said 10, but I thought it sounded like 10.
Yeah.
Like it's a 10, and I'm like, what?
10?
A tin. 10, like that's a Southern thing. Pan, a
Pan.
pen, a
pan?
pen,
A
a
pan.
pen.
Pen.
They're different, I
get a
or
pen?
an E or whatever. But you don't sound. I mean, you just sound like some basic ass Midwestern dude.
Yeah. It's because I watched a lot of TV growing up.
Yeah.
I really think that's it. I mean, I don't know what else it would be.
I mean, even still, it's still strange, but it's not necessarily because I know there's a lot of people in Louisville. The accents range dramatically, and it's people who are in the same area, which is so wild to me. I'm like, you guys lived like super close.
Well, Louisville's different though.
Yeah.
Because there are many different types of people in Louisville who are, they're not from the country. Like most of them have migrated from other places, and there's a big Irish community in Louisville. There's,
I didn't know that.
German.
I knew that because there's Germantown.
Jewish,
Are there?
Germantown.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of Jews here.
I mean, I'm not as many as like in other major metropolitan, but I mean more than in the fucking country.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. There's no Jews in the
I would
country.
argue there are no Jews in the country.
Yeah, I would hold up. Let's stop there. I would love to meet a country Jew.
Yeah, where are the country Jews at? I would love to meet a country Jew. How many country Jews are there?
Shout out to our country Jews.
Shalom. My name is Hezekiah.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, y'all. Yeah, I'm just going to get me some of that Manny Chevitz, and while I'm driving my Chevy.
Oh, honestly, I'm so interested. Because here's the thing, the Jewish community, I feel like there's some overlap with Catholicism in terms of like family, and like the Orthodox Jews have a ton of kids. I don't know what their beliefs are with like birth control. I feel like they're probably aren't, you know, they probably aren't using it. But anyways, I can't envision any Jews in the country. But who knows, you know? It's a big world. This country is pretty huge. Who can say who lives where?
I mean, wouldn't you say part of it's just because, you know, like community is so important to
100%.
to Jews.
100,000
Very
million
tight knit group.
Yes, absolutely.
You know?
Yes.
So why would they isolate themselves in the country where they're completely alone?
I agree with that.
Sense, you know?
I agree with that. I've no argument.
There are no synagogues in the country.
There's no I mean, they could build one. Why would you, though,
Maybe
if they're the only ones going?
Should build the first synagogue.
And also, Jews aren't trying to convert anyone. That's another thing.
That's another big pro of the Jewish faith.
They're like, you can do you, we're going to do us.
They don't care.
They aren't. They're going to just continue them. Yeah. You know? I've never met a Jew who's like, come over to Judaism.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Christians are like, we got to get everyone.
Yeah, everyone's got to come over. We will murder you if you do not convert. And Jews are like, you can stay where you're at.
Jews are like, we'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah, we'll just go somewhere else. It's hot here. It's a little too hot.
Yeah,
so we're going to go somewhere else.
Well, if that just didn't the whole situation.
I know. Yeah. Wild. Oh my gosh. I know.
Well, baby, before we go, is there any trash reality TV commentary you want to make?
No.
I know you just finished the
Ultimatum. See, this is making me sound like I watch a lot of reality TV, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't. Mm-hmm. But I have no thoughts. I feel like the Ultimatum had its moments. He sucks.
Also, Madeline also kind of sucks.
I know.
She ended up being so dumb.
It's really unfortunate because I had higher hopes for her. Yeah. You know, I just don't.
She was hoeing it up.
You know, I'm just gonna say she wasn't hoeing it up.
She tried. She wanted to.
She was with one person. Don't come for her.
Yeah, but I mean, there was like a vibe there of like, I can't wait to fuck other people.
She seemed annoyed as fuck with Colby from day one. So I'm like, why are you with this fucking dude? He sucks.
Because he's wearing fucking cowboy hats and Southwestern.
He called her a dumbass.
Robes.
He called her a dumbass
Is that right?
in front of her friends and then walked away. How fucking dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Do you think she loved that or no? I mean, she stayed with him.
Yeah, well, her staying with him doesn't mean she loved that. We tolerate a ton of bullshit, I think. Yeah. In relationships.
All I have to say is good for Nick Lachey, you know? He's staying relevant.
Honestly, agreed.
Yeah, I don't even know what what his deal is.
He was from 98 Degrees.
Oh, you said that. 98 Degrees.
Yeah. Which
I've never heard of them. I mean, I don't know any
I'm not surprised.
Songs.
I was just trying to think of a 98 Degrees song.
Exactly.
I'll look it up after we're done with this podcast because I cannot think of one. I just thought of a Backstreet Boys song. I was a BSB fan all the way. So.
Didn't his wife come for him? Like, he's 50.
What?
Like, she in the show.
Did she?
Something like made some sort of comment about millennials, and she was like,
"Oh, she did. Like,
50.
he doesn't know how things work."
Yeah, he doesn't know what that is.
And she's like, "Oh, honey, yeah." They had a little like,
Yeah.
She looks good. I think she's really pretty. All right.
She's fine.
I think she's very pretty.
She's fine. Who is it? I don't even know who it is.
Vanessa Lachey. And Nick Lachey used to be married to Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
And they had a reality TV show called Newlyweds, and that was a whole thing. So
also doesn't really do it for me. I mean, I know she's like traditionally very attractive, but
she's very pretty.
I'm like, whatever.
Oh, well, look at you, a hero among men.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to this woman. Oh my God, should we all clap for you right now?
That's how you know there's still some misogyny there. We talk about it.
Yeah, we discuss.
I gotta tell you where she is on my attractive meter.
Yeah. No, it doesn't do it for me. Oh my goodness, she doesn't
do it for me.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't say anything.
If she's traditionally attractive and I'm not attracted to her, I'm like, I gotta point it out.
You do feel somewhat empowered and entitled, and being like, everyone else thinks she's hot, not me. Mm-hmm. Okay, do you want a medal? I'm looking for it. I cannot find it anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's because it's right here. Have you seen my
no.
Derby Festival mini medal from when I ran that mini marathon that one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to calm down with that.
Yeah. I ran a mini
All right.
marathon once.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I'm legitimately
I had
looking
to
at the
stop.
medal right now.
I had to stop 11 miles in. I limped the rest of the way. But I finished it because I'm a hero.
Yes, you are.
I do have photographs of the medal. If you want a copy of it, just send me an email.
You said it in the first podcast. You'll have it.
iCloud.com. I'll send you a 8x8. You can have, matte is default, glossy. You have to send me a little bit via Venmo. But I'll send it out to you. It might take me a week or two.
Yeah. Probably longer than that.
Yeah.
Get around to it.
I'll get it to you.
Yeah.
Well, I think we did it, babe.
We did it.
Is this episode? This is technically episode 1.
This is the first one. Yeah, you put Epi 0.
I put episode 0.
Okay, this is Epi 1, baby.
Yeah, but it feels like the second episode, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. This is second episode energy, but
yeah,
I put whatever. Do you?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do me.
You do you.
I'm gonna do me later tonight.
Okay, you can do yourself later.
Okay.
All right.
Woo!
Woo! Bye.
Bye.